How we move from the deficit to surplus. That means we are able to export more than we import. And what does it take to do this? And that is actually a passionate topic. If you seen me on Twitter, a lot of these platforms, that's what I spend a lot of time on. In fact, our company Zoho itself is built on building up those capabilities so that we can be in the world markets and win in the world markets. So that has been the primary goal for our company. So I'll share some of those lessons and what are the challenges in getting there. And after, maybe in 20, 25 years, when we get there, what kind of society, what we want to be. So those would be the topics I'll try to talk about. First, if you look at the journey so far, the last 25 years, we have gone from approximately 350, 400 billion GDP to now 3.5. So almost a 10x, maybe 8 or 9x GDP growth. If you project this forward the next 25 years, we could be a 30, 35 trillion economy. That would be one of the world's largest. We definitely can get there. We have the talent pool. We have all the stars are aligned for us, geopolitically, strategically, all of it. But how do we get there? What are the steps? See, I'm a software person, I think in algorithms. How do we do this? What are the steps? What is step one? Step two, the computer has to understand, right? So that's how I think. In other words, whenever I think of a grand goal, what are the steps? What is the first step we'll do? What is the second step we'll do? That's what we do still with products. So how do we get to that tenfold and what are the challenges in getting there? And this is where I often highlight in my presentations the critical part between a low-income economy and a very high-income economy today. And if you don't have resources, so leave out the countries that have abundant natural resources that they export. That I'll exclude because those don't have much to teach us. I'm looking at a country like Japan or a South Korea or a Taiwan. And those countries, those are the examples we have to look at because they don't export anything other than what they make from resources they often actually import. And so they add value through their own brains, their own labor, their own people. Those are the economies we have to look at. And what do we find in this? There is a distinct line between, for example, a Taiwan and South Korea versus a Philippines, even a Malaysia. And we have to understand this. What exactly is the difference? And the difference is growth in technology capabilities. For example, this is exemplified by a company like Samsung or a Hyundai. These are Korean companies. How they've grown from providing relatively low value-added products, say 25 years ago. Most of us will remember Hyundai cars, their reputation, say 25 years ago. But what they are today and how Samsung has evolved to be a world leader, global leader in the last 25 years, 30 years. And this is the transformation of South Korean economy itself. How South Korea evolved from a middle income to lower to middle income economy to one of the most developed nations in the world.